What's up, everybody? It is your girl Zay from the Bay, and this is I Support Media Live back again. This is our second Monday doing this. I'm kind of excited, and today I'm going to be having one of my lovely sorors, Randio, coming in. We're going to be doing an interview about her and her life as an entrepreneur, getting into media, getting into entertainment, acting, modeling, all here in Atlanta. So I'm going to go ahead and add her in. Y'all, hold on one second. See, do the word. There we go. There we go. Hey, y'all. There we go.
Hello.
How are you doing?
So let me get my favorite filter in. I'm good. What it do? Zay from the Big Bay.
No, hey, Miss Randy. Oh, I'm glad you were able to come on to I Support You Live. And I like to start off every live with letting you know that I truly support you. You keep doing the damn thing out here in Atlanta. Drop these gems and let us know who Miss Randio is. Let's start there. Who is Miss Randio?
Okay, well, before I say, who the real one is, can I just, pay homage to you and give you your flowers, Day? Because, you just up and relocated your life, came to Atlanta, even though you hate it. However, you came out here and have been thriving, you know what I'm saying? With your media, I support media, video, radio, interviews, let's get it popping, sis. So I am proud of you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Me very, very well.
Thank you. We had a little frozen there, but yeah, to answer, Randy O. My name is Randy O. Cray. That's my actual name, but I go by Randy O. And I'm a multimedia maven, right? So that's the word we're using. I do radio. I do podcasting. I've done TV work. I do actual film work, and then PR. So, look, put my name on there with all the bags is what I'm trying to get up.
Right? A woman of many, many hats, as we say. And there's so many things we're going to try to embark into this 30-minute, 45-minute interview. But we're going to start off with what got you into media? Let's just start there. What got you into media?
What got me into media was more so when I was a child. I definitely was a news girl because my family, always, the damn news was on 24/7, but I remember looking at the people with their mics and reporting live. I was like, oh, I can do that. Now, my first dream really was to be an actress, but my mom was like, okay, well, you do that, but let's try something more sustainable. So I was like, well, how else can I be on TV? And so as I'm watching the news people, I was like, I wanted to be the weather girl. I wanted to be the TV girl. So when I got to college at Dear Langston,
okay.
Come on, ALU.
Yes.
I was in this broadcast journalism program, and then I got to get firsthand of being in journalism in Oklahoma. And my first internship, they had me in the storm chaser crew. I was like, oh, hell no. I don't want to be a weather girl. It's a no for me. Chasing tornadoes and shit. I was like, So, but I still like the whole, the reporter stuff. But I realized, you got to start as, a producer, then move up and all these levels. And I also saw that it was a lot of, you have to have a certain look. So all this color and lashes and nails, it's a no. I think now in 2023, especially in Atlanta, you can, but back then it wasn't. But those things influenced me, and that's how I got started in journalism.
Oh, wow. That is so impactful. I truly walk into the same shoes as you. I started at Langston University, and I know Miss Ross and Mr. Johnson, all of them have given you a lot of, talents and skills to keep on moving throughout these streets of Atlanta because, honey, it is not easy to be out here in Atlanta doing all the things that you are doing. You have grown in so many different levels. So tell me about the transition from when you moved from Texas to Atlanta, because we know you're in Oklahoma. You're from Texas. You went to Oklahoma, back to Texas, now to Atlanta, and you have been here. So how has that journey been? How has the transition been?
Well, I would say the first thing, it takes a whole lot of faith to go out and do what I did. To quit a career. I was working in banking, mortgages, and bankruptcies, people trying to stay their damn houses. And it was something that I was good in, and it paid very well for my age. At the time, I was like 24, 25, and it's like, oh, I'm getting these coins. But I just felt like, you know, my personality was too big for a cubicle. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I just went ahead and I prayed to God, and I wanted to go to Atlanta because I was like, oh my God, it's a lot of Black excellence, a lot of Black girl magic, a lot of Black popping. And me being from Dallas, Texas, which I love my city, okay? Let's be clear. Randy loves Texas.
Okay.
At the same time, Texas is still, you know, I feel like still more predominantly white than Black. And so I felt like the opportunities, what I wanted to do as far as do radio, be on TV, do acting, Dallas, it wasn't the best market for me at the time. So, girl, you know, I just went ahead and had about 3 damn interviews at CNN. I just knew I got that damn job. And so I quit my job, moved to Atlanta, moved in with my best friend. Hey, Yodi.
Hey,
you know,
Yodi,
I didn't have a damn job, but I'm like, Yodi, girl, let's get an apartment together, girl. I got this savings. I'm about to get on a CNN. Don't worry. Boom. Move here. Did not get the damn job. Talking about I was overqualified. Like, what the if you know I was overqualified when you talked to my ass the first time. However, I digress. But you know, so that transition was different for me. So I had to come here and like get it out the mud, dude. Like I came here grinding. I already had that in me, which I wouldn't give shout out to the HBCUs because I feel like going to Langston and when I went to internships against OSU and OU, you know, my predominantly white institutions having better resources and that I didn't do. So I had to learn harder and go harder to meet them on their level. So that same drive definitely helped me when I came here to get it. So girl, I was doing like at the restaurants playing the trivia host. I was doing,
you told me about that,
Right, I was a damn what's the DJ? Karaoke DJ. I was doing all these little side jobs, but then God aligned my steps to get into the radio. And the way I got in there is I came in as a remote coordinator. But now they call it like a brand ambassador. But it's the street team. It's the people that be out giving you handouts about the station, having you play games. That's how I got in. And, you know, that's just going to a job fair here in Atlanta. The HR lady was there, and they, you know, I was like, here's my resume. I said, let me tell you a little bit about me. You know, listen, I'm a hard worker, so you need to just, you know, I'm just saying, you should probably check me out. I was aggressive, but I was like, man, fuck it, whatever. She was Black, she seemed cool, and she was like this. Okay. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, she's never gonna fucking call me. But then she did. You know, and I got in from there. And so at the radio station, man, just, you know, I just kind of developed and moved on from being as a street promoter to getting on to doing digital producing. And that was more of a 9 to 5 because remote coordinators and street team work, people that want to know about radio, it's a great place to get yourself in, but it is a very part-time work. You know, I would encourage somebody if you're working or you want to work at the radio station and like street promotion to get your foot in the door because it's a great entry-level job. You may want to have some other income coming in. I wouldn't suggest being solely dependent on it. But anyway, I shot my shot and I got on as a digital producer. And so as a digital producer, I was responsible for all of the social media, website articles for all the radio stations. So we got KISS 104, B98, WSB, The River, you know, 4 major stations, you know, here in Atlanta. So, but it was exciting to be a part of it. Like, girl, you over here actually, like, making a difference out here. Like, you're, you know. So, while I was doing this is the part I want to say to people. Obviously, I'm trying to get on air. That's the main goal. Like, put me in, coach. Like, give me the mic.
Right.
You know, but it was like, oh, you don't have enough small market experience. You know, they say that when you're like in journalism, that you have to have small market or medium market experience before going into a large market. That's in TV, radio, period. And Atlanta is a large market. So Atlanta is a top 10 market. So typically reporters who want to be on the air in any type of way regarding radio or TV, they have to have some experience in small markets. But however, it's the year of Instagram and social media. And I be trying to tell you, because, you know, people get on now, they don't have no experience. It's about the personality. But when I was trying to break in, and this is with just 2015, because I moved here in 2015. So 2017, 2018, I'm trying to, like, get in that whatever. They're like, oh, you don't have enough experience. So what did I do? Yeah, when somebody don't want to give you the opportunity or they feel like you're not, you make your own damn opportunity. Make your own damn opportunity. And that's how I created Black, Educated, and Broke. I said, y'all want to put me on the air? Like, y'all don't think I can do it? Like, what? Oh,
yes.
I'm going to start my own shit, and that's why I did that. And I got in touch with, you know, Mike B, Maya, and Q, and I told them I had ideas. I said, because my reality at the time is like, I have a bachelor's. I now have a master's in PR. I'm Black, educated, and still broke as hell. Like, what the finna? So my goal was like, okay,
but not for long.
But
not for long.
Shout out to season 6 because that's the hashtag. But not for long.
Okay.
But I was like, you know what? I want to start this because reminding myself this is where I started, but I ain't gonna stay here. I'm not gonna stay Black, educated, and broke. So that name, some people may look down on it, but it was my way of just being like, no, this is where you're not gonna stay. This is not where you're gonna be. It's that reminder where I don't want to be. Right. So I created that, and then luckily from Black, educated, and broke, I got put on another podcast called The Power Pod, and that's with the news talk. You know, we talk about current events, politics, you know. And at the time, I was the only Black one on the show, the only Black presence, female energy giving it, and I was still authentically Randy, you know, loud, ghetto, you know, still can be real proper on your ass. Don't get it twisted, honey. You know, but that was the thing, and I was grateful that became a radio show. Right. You know, the program directors listened, and it was like, hey, they got something. They put us on the air in Athens, and there I go. I got in. So it's one of the things, it's just a build-up. I started in as a remote coordinator, but now I actually got on air. Maybe I envisioned when I got on air to be like, I'm going to be on, you know, the urban station. They're going to be short. But my reality was the non-urban stations was kind of giving me the most exposure and play and things like that. And sure enough, I'm on a news talk station. I would have never thought I'd be doing news talk, but I'm there, you know, so that's it.
Congratulations, by the way. And y'all make sure you guys go to her Instagram and go follow the Power Pod and Black, Educated, and Broke, because we love to support. That's what this is about. If you guys have questions throughout the interview, feel free to drop them down in the comments, and we'll answer them at the end of the interview. But back into the interview. So what got you into modeling and acting? Because we know you are the guru for radio. We know you're the guru for media, on the carpet, off the carpet, on the air. So how did you get into acting? Like, what was that trend into acting and modeling?
Okay, great question. Thank you for asking. So I was one of my many hats, because again, I had 6, 7 jobs, you know, doing things when I got to Atlanta, because I didn't want to go back to corporate America. That was one of my things I refused to do. I was like, I did not leave corporate America to bring my ass to Atlanta and get back in goddamn corporate America. I was not going to do it. So I did. Right. So I had 7 freaking jobs, working like a freaking crazy person. But I didn't have kids, so it was fine. Just me and Martini, my dog. In any event, one of my clients, I became a personal assistant. To two women at the time who were still very impactful. It was the radio personality, Sasha the Diva, and it was the actress, Charmin Lee. So working with Charmin Lee, I was able to go on set with her. I was able to really get that full experience of like, oh my God, this is what it was to be on set. And I fell in freaking love. I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be here. Okay, what do I do? And so I just started like going into the background work, started doing background and then working in more independent projects. And from there, it's like when you're in those environments, working as background, that's the best way in first, just to get to meet. Like talk to people, connect, you know, network, get to know them. And you start following, you see all things, and it's like we become a full community, like an online community or a theater community in Atlanta. And it's like everybody's shooting everybody, hey, here's casting calls. But that's how I got started, but I was impacted from Charmin. So, and I'm like, even as right now, when we get done, girl, you know, I got to give me some rest because I got to go film tomorrow, which I can't say the name of the project, but it's definitely directed by Tyler Perry. And, you know, he's so amazing. I'm so very grateful and feel so blessed to be able to work under him, to also be working underneath Debbie Allen. She's very much impactful in regards to helping us with this film. Yes. And it's just dope. And with that, let me give a shout out with the modeling agency, because from me going into the acting in the background and stuff like that, the way that I got into the modeling, because now I'm a part of an agency called The Passion Experience. Okay. That's why I found out background, model, commercials, bookings. They're my casting agency. And the way that I met her directly, Black, Educated, and Broke, Zay, see, what happened was Mike B, who's one of our members of Black, Educated, and Broke, he was a teacher before. And so his one of his co-workers, her name is Jade Angela Moore, She was had a short series called On My Radio. And so Mike B invited her on the show. So when they came on the show, one of the leading characters was Brittany Passion, who is the owner of the Passion Experience. We kind of chit-chatted there, and I think we followed each other. She saw what I had going on. I submitted. Boom. Next thing I know, sister got me in all the Queens men, flashing at the strip club.
Yes.
Like from there, she has, her and her agency has just catapulted my career even more. But it's funny because it really originated from Black, Educated, and Broke, something that I created to give myself some exposure. And it's crazy how I think it just give me on the air exposure, but it actually got me on with the acting exposure as well. So it was like a huge dub.
It was a full turnaround. Literally everything was building up for that moment to be like, wow, this is what it was all for. All their hard work, all those late nights editing for BEB and finding people to get on the show for BEB, going to these events, whether they're paid or not paid, it literally got you to this moment. And I say paid or not paid because I don't think a lot of people know, like, this field is not all about money. A lot of it is to help yourself as well. Like, some things you gotta sacrifice and a whole bunch of things. So you even being able to take that leap of faith and say, you know what, I'm gonna fund my own career. This is like, and it's gonna pay back on its own. And that's where you're at now. So I applaud you in so many different ways because that is amazing.
Son, if I can, what you said about the pay part, because that was one of the things, like, I'm a praying woman. Hence, I stepped out on faith to get here. I'm with that. And, I think when I pray, like, Lord, I want to be on radio. I want to be on TV. I want to be on film. Like, I prayed for these things.
Right.
I didn't really think about, like, Lord, can they be financially as well? I didn't really pray for that at the time. I didn't really realize that. But girl, when I got here to Atlanta, it was like I did realize a lot of things are pro bono. You don't get paid. But it's like if you network it and you work it right, baby, that seed is going to manifest with some more coins than what you expected. But at the same time, there comes a point when you have to find that balance or realize, okay, your value is at a point where I can't do this for free anymore. I have to, but I can't really say how do you, each person is individual, but there'll come a point when you realize, okay, I got the receipt. All right, now I need the coins because here are my receipts. So people that come in here like, oh, I did, get your receipts built up first, showing that you do this, have your EPK, your electronic press kit, showing all your work. And then when you kind of got some work written down, meaning they got you're doing some interviews, they have you doing some video work, you have some reels, you have some like behind the scenes footage. Like once you have all that going, rather free, then if somebody gets you an opportunity, like, hey, I need you to come host this event, because that's how I did. So, hey, Randy, I want you to host this event for this award show. Okay, cool. What's the budget? Oh, well, yeah, because at this point, I've done 50 plus hosting events at this point for free. So it's like I have the receipts. Here's my resume. Here's my pages where you see that I do it. I need you to pay me this. And, it was scary at first because, you don't want them to be like, I'm good because, because you still like the exposure, but, you got to like, hold on, boo. Just listen.
Look, my good looks don't just pay the bills. I need to compensation.
And I feel like you got to speak up and be vocal about it, but just make sure you have your back, as you said, because there's a lot of people be trying to ask for payment for stuff, and you don't really have the receipts that show that you have it. Okay, so you got 10 to 15,000 followers, but where's your content showing that you do what you do? It's just pictures of you looking cute. Yeah. No, I agree. But I'm just saying.
No, and that's a great topic, and I appreciate you being open about that because, like I said, a lot of people are trying to get into this business. A lot of people are moving to Atlanta to think that, okay, once I get here, I'm just going to blow up. I'm going to make all this money. But it's a level to this. It's like it takes its time, So you've been being open to share that and see it from the other point. Like, hey, look, you may see how I am now, but it took me some time to get here. That's the point of all this. So, like, I really want to know, kind of get in your business a little bit about, working in these areas where there's a lot of other celebrities, and what are some tips and gems you can give to other upcoming actors or upcoming people who want to be in the field as you that you wish or they wish they knew before they got into the field?
Okay, well, I think the main thing is that networking and having actual building relationships, that is so essential in this business, because if people like you, they vibe with you, they don't want to be around you regardless how many followers you got, how many projects you've been in. It's your energy. It's so much about the energy. So it's like, you know, sometimes people come in here and kind of feeling like they got like, that's not the vibe. You'll definitely miss your blessing a few times. But I just encourage people like to take advantage of those events or things that are going on that are for actors. Like, for example, for Greenlit. Greenlit has a huge community. They meet, I believe, every first Thursday of the month. Typically, it's at the Legacy Center in the gallery, which is by Ernestine Morrison and Eugene Bush, okay? And so they do this, but it's for the actors. They have people come out, they do monologues, they do an impromptu. Then sometimes they have guest directors, guest producers who will hire you on the spot. So it's just like, get more involved in that community network, but don't be superficial, right? Right. So like, you got to have some authenticity. Because a real one's gonna see past it, right? So I'm just like, I'm gonna go be her friend because she's in this play, and I'm just gonna, hey girl, what you do? Like, be genuine, find some true, genuine commonality with these people, and get to know them. And one of the things that I haven't really spoke about, but I also work, is the Resource Guild, which is a 360 brand degree strategy brand management agency. And what we do is pretty much take brands, it's PR, shout out to that master girl, get me this.
Okay.
So anyway, it's essentially PR, and we just take brands and make their shit pop. But we also teach people about just the etiquette of being a brand. And so what I was saying is like the art of networking. That's one of the classes that we teach to sometimes when our clients come in, or we have them at our different mixers or a Winning on Wednesday event. But, you know, the art of networking, like when you're networking with somebody, giving them your damn Instagram, that is not a true contact. That is not a true network. People slide in and out DMs all day long. That ain't gonna cut it. So what I suggest and what we teach at the Resource Guild is when you're trying to get a network and you're trying to get a content, first of all, find something about them that you may like, you find appealing to initiate the conversation. Be like, hey, babe, you know, your locks, they're cute. I like them on you. Very nice. I didn't think about going locks, girl, but, you know, I don't know where my hair's set up, honey. I don't know.
Girl, you should try it. You should try it.
I may feel inspired. Now, with that, don't you have like you have a media company, like I Support Media or something like that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, well, so listen, I have a podcast called Black Educated and Broke, and we love to highlight Black entrepreneurs, Black women, Black men doing excellent things, and I've seen your brand a lot. Would you like to be a guest on my show?
I would love to be a guest. How do I sign up? What do I need to do?
Okay, well, first, you know, I'm going to take your name, and then what's your phone number?
Okay, it's woo.
And what's a good email for you?
You can reach me at Zay from the Bay. Make sure you know Zay from the Bay at gmail.com.
Okay, and you have like a website or anything? I'm going to put it in my notes.
Yep, it's in the link in the bio on my Instagram page.
All right, girl, we're going to take a picture because you don't want to get a selfie, girl, so, you know, we can remember each other. Okay, boom. Thank you for playing along. Yes, Jay, Maria Rock too. But that's an example of like a real contact. We made a connection. I said something memorable. I got your first name, your last name, your phone number, your email, your information, so that when I reach out, and then ideally 24 to 48 hours, boom, boom, boom. Hey, what's going on, pretty light girl? It's Randy. You know, we met the other day or whatever. I just wanted to follow up about the conversation and lock it in. That's how you do networking. You get all the information, you follow up, because now you like a boss. Like, okay, she likes you, like, about your business. Like, she on it. That's what we teach. And so with me knowing that when I go into these positions, I'm thinking like that. And there I am planting seeds and building and building. And that's why I encourage people that are trying to get in that field, take on that same perception and mind frame. Like, the art of networking. Get out of your shell, get to know these people, talk with these people, make new connections, and follow up.
And follow up, y'all. Make sure you follow up with the names that she dropped, the Greenlit.
Greenlit ATL.
Yeah, the Greenlit ATL, the Resource Guild. Who else did you say? A lot. Just make sure we're going to drop those in the comment as well. Before the live end, I'll make sure she dropped those names in the comment. So if you want to get into acting, there are some resources that will be available for you here as well.
Let me say that. Can I add to that real quick? For you guys are interested, go follow Cab Casting, CABCASTINGS. It's a lot of background work, paid background work. Check out the Passion Experience, but that's with the X Experience. Check out Destination Casting. Those are, because background, you don't have to pay anything. That's another thing. Somebody's trying to make you pay for something to be a part of their project. Red alert, you should have to pay nothing. Like, they should be paying you, unless it's a free project. But only thing you may have to pay for is if you get into a subscription, like Actors Access. That is definitely a subscription, but it's worth it. You'll pay a monthly fee. But anything else, it should be free. But check out those 3 agencies for sure if you want to kind of check out and get some background experience.
Again, I will have those in the comments so that you guys can just come back to this video, press on there, and be right to where she's talking about. Before we even get close to wrapping things up, I want you to tell us some things that you have coming up, some things that, you know, you want to share for us to be at, support, and how we can also, you know, keep in contact with you and all your work, your acting, and your modeling.
I just love you, Zay. I've always said about you're like my favorite. Okay. And all right, what's coming up? So first of all, next Wednesday, what's today? Monday? Today's Monday, right?
Yes, Monday. It is. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King.
Yes, MLK Day. Yes, I was really serving and relaxing and, you know, taking in the moment. But this Wednesday at Rebel Atlanta, we're going to have our Winning on Wednesday event. So it's the monthly mixer that we do. It's the Resource Guild and iDaydream Studios. And it's a networking, okay? It's a networking where we have panels. This month is National Mentorship Month. It's National CBD Month. And it's National Hobby Month. So in our group of panelists, we're going to have different mentors pouring in, talking about how they got into mentorship, talking about how they find mental stability in the midst of this world, sharing their tips and pros. That's what's going to be for our mentoring. For the CBD, we're going to actually have cannabis doctors, professionals. We're going to be giving out CBD cigarettes. Calm down. CBD cigarettes for guys to sample and talk about the medicinal value of, you know, cannabis, specifically CBD. And then for Hobby Month, National Hobby Month, we're going to have yoga instructor come in, teach us some breathing exercises to help us get centered when things are going kind of crazy. And then we're going to have a performance. And then lastly, we're going to do like a sticky note. What is it called? A sticky note vision board. So you're going to have people kind of write the things you want to accomplish this year on some sticky notepads. You're going to put them on your mirror so you can manifest that all year. So it's a whole vibe. And again, y'all, it's at the club. So we have a hookah. I wish I had my hookah, but, you know, shotty through hogging and we're going to be having, you know, drink specials. So it's going to be a whole vibe. So I definitely encourage people to come out. And it's FREE, free. It doesn't cost. It's from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. So that's going on this Wednesday. Pull up, follow my page, The Real Randio, and you'll see all that information. Black Educated and Broke, we just dropped season 6. The first episode just dropped today. You know, it's me with the Biz Boys. You know, I can't wait till my day come back and be there with me. But anyway, you know, I know how to keep these Negroes in check. So go tune in to the Black Educated and Broke. Please check out the Power Pod. You know, we have some, I wanted to share it, but we haven't got the green light to share it. But we have some more amazing news with the Power Pod. So follow my page and follow Power Pod WSB so you can see, like, how God just keep on blessing your girl. And then in February, next month, my first, one of the lead characters is going to come out. A movie I'm in is called Shadow Dance. And it's where I play an undercover detective who, you know, stripper, you know what I'm saying? You know, got to do my little thug fizzle. Okay. It's exciting. So I'm so excited about that. And what else is going on? I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Like, you know, I'm reading with the shit always. So, you know, just stay to my page. You see what's really going on.
Okay. She literally just gave y'all so many gems. She dropped so many names. I'm going to make sure, actually, before we even get off live, can you go ahead and tag the people that you were saying for the acting that they can go and reach out to for resources or for gigs, paid gigs, and the Resource Guild, the Power Pod? We need them to know exactly how to get to these people so that there's no excuses. Let me look and see. I believe she's dropping them inside the comments right now.
That's for the acting. That's for the acting. This is the Resource Guild and Mr. Daniel Dickey, like Mr. Mayor of Atlanta for real, or the governor of Atlanta, we should call him. And then
we actually heard Mr. Daniel Dickey on the radio today, talking about him. It was giving away stuff today for MLK Day, supporting our community.
Daniel's very much for that. What you say?
We heard Mr. Daniel Dickey on the radio today.
Yeah, you know, like I said, that's why I appreciate him because he's the founder of the Resource Guild, like working under his leadership, because I feel like he's definitely helped me to further my way of thinking. And the biggest thing that I take from him, and it also helped me in this whole entrepreneur world, you know, is the Kim principle, which he says is keep it moving positively and productively. Like life is going to happen, but, you know, if you put a lot of good stuff out there, good things are going to come back, but you got to keep it moving. Like, we can't get stuck. And I appreciate that, because that was one of the values that I had, but the way you articulated is when stuff happens, I'm like, you know, I'm going to keep it moving. It's going to be good. So, and I know in the world of acting, of course, you get a lot of no's. You get some yeses, too. But sometimes those no's can be a little burning, you know, but it's just like you just keep it moving, right? You keep it moving, you keep it going, and, you know, you just really remember that you never know what person is your next connection to your next opportunity, to your next blessing. So, you know, a lot of people are like I feel very kind of closed in these days. And it's like, if you're really trying to get this blessing, you're really trying to get this network, and you're really trying to level up, because you need it. It's about partnership. It's about building communities with people that are like-minded like you. So, you know. Oh, and the last thing, we talk about the radio PNR.
Please, we can't forget about Randio PNR, PR. You know, let's drop them gems for him. Go ahead, Radio PNR.
So Radio PNR, I started my company back in 2017. That's when I was doing when I was a personal assistant for the actor and the radio personality, and I had to manage their social media, like literally putting the pictures up, writing the caption, putting the hashtags, and then one of the guys, Jamie, shout out to Jamie, he was using Hootsuite and was telling me how he did it before and showing me how I can do it for Charmin. And next thing you know, I started a whole business company of it. So what I do is social media management. Essentially, like, we create the content, the graphics, the captions, we post for you, we get the video, we create the reels, like all of that in one. And we preferably do, not preferably, one of my main clients are small businesses who are like essentially trying to run the business. They don't have time to do social media, because if you want social media to be effective the way you want it, it really takes a certain concentration and focus, and a lot of business owners doesn't have the time or not really sure how to do it. So you heard me.
Right.
So my Instagram, for that is all my social pages, I will be honest, are inactive, because I've just been kind of going directly through my page, but I'm going to change that in 2023. But if you go to my website, randiopnr.com, you'll be able to see all the list of the services that we provide.
Let me go ahead and tag that in here as well.
And I'm putting those acting things in here, agencies.
Yes, I appreciate you so much for coming on here on live today in support of I Support Media Live. I want to always continue to spread support to all my fellow people, enlighten them, and just let them know that I'm always rooting for you. There's enough room for everybody. So let's go ahead and keep supporting our people. Like, keep us on top. Let's keep us relevant. 2023 is all about elevating and growing. Yeah. So I am so honored to be able to grow with you as your Neo, as your producer, and as anything else that you need me for, because you know I love you, Randy girl.
I love you too, Zay from the Bay. Keep doing this, giving people a platform, and, you know, giving them their flowers, essentially, because, you know, people don't do that enough. So shout out to you. So when your ass coming back to Black Educated and Broke? You said February, right?
February, girl. I'll be back.
You.
I'll be back in February, y'all. I started a new job, so it's been kind of rough, but we about to get back consistent with Black Educated and Broke as well. Content will be coming out, so y'all go follow us at Black Educated and Broke. Go to our website, go look at all of our past videos. Go check out Miss Randy O. Go and look through her reels and all that, and see her acting with Tyler Perry and all those good people. But moral of the story, y'all, go support your girl. Go follow her. If you're not already following her, go like all her stuff. blow it up, spam it. That's what this moment is for. I appreciate
not so much spam, but yes,
spam
definitely show love.
Spam it out. We need all that, okay? I thank you, and I love you guys. We're going to be hopping off a live, but this will be here for you guys to look at your convenience. And yeah, stay tuned for next week, Mondays. I Support Media Live.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.